SUVs are sitting on dealer lots right now that should be gone in hours. Instead, they're baking in the sun, losing value every single week, while buyers line up to overpay for the same predictable RAV4s and CR-Vs, as if it's some kind of safe financial decision. And here's the part that should actually bother you. The mechanics I know, the ones who see everything when the warranty runs out, they're quietly buying these overlooked SUVs for their own families. Not because they're flashy, not because they're trendy, but because they know which vehicles cruise past 200,000 miles with basic maintenance, and which ones turn into rolling bank withdrawals. After years in the shop, I've watched smart people ignore these models, then come back 5 years later, frustrated, stuck in expensive payments, or staring at repair bills they didn't see coming. Today, we're exposing 5 ultra-reliable SUVs rotting on dealer lots right now, and why ignoring them could quietly cost you tens of thousands over the life of ownership. By the end of this, you'll either avoid a 5-figure mistake, or you'll be paying for it every month for the next 5 to 7 years. Let's start with the 3-row SUV families that keep skipping, and that one blind spot is costing them thousands before they even leave the lot. The Mazda CX-9 is hiding in plain sight. Families walk right past it to chase the safer-feeling Toyota Highlander, and that decision alone can cost them $6,000 to $10,000 for the same family duty. Same road trips, same soccer practices, same chaos in the 3rd row. But here's what nobody explains at the dealership. A 2019 Highlander with 50,000 to 70,000 miles typically lists between $26,000 and $34,000. A comparable 2019's 9 Grand Touring, usually $20,000 to $25,000. That gap isn't small, that's real money. And the wild part? Sit inside both. The reaction is almost always the same. Why does this feel more expensive? Mazda absolutely nailed the interior on these. Stitched leather, soft touch materials, a cabin that feels closer to Lexus than an economy crossover. Yet it depreciates faster than Toyota, and buyers confuse that drop with weakness. Mechanically, it's not some gamble. This CX-9 runs a 2.5-liter turbo with a timing chain, not a belt, paired with a proven 6-speed automatic. No CVT headaches, no experimental transmission drama. This drivetrain has been around long enough to build a track record. Reliability ratings for the 2017 to 2022 years consistently land above average. Ownership costs sit comfortably in the mid-size segment. In plain terms, these don't live on lifts. The only reason people hesitate is resale value perception. But here's the flip. That depreciation already happened. The first owner absorbed it. If you're buying used, your cost per mile is lower, your insurance is often cheaper than a Highlander, and you still get premium-feeling space. If you care about the badge in the driveway, sure, grab the Toyota. If you care about what the SUV costs you over the next decade, the CX-9 quietly wins. But fuel costs can slowly drain your wallet too, and that's where the next SUV slips through the cracks. The Toyota Venza might be the most misunderstood SUV on the used market. It lives in a weird blind spot. It's not rugged enough for the 4Runner crowd. It's not hyped enough to steal attention from the Toyota RAV4 hybrid, so buyers scroll right past it. That's exactly why it lingers on lots longer than it should. Here's the real market math. A 2021 Venza hybrid with 40,000 to 60,000 miles typically lists between $25,000 and $30,000. A RAV4 hybrid with similar mileage, usually $30,000 to $35,000. That's $5,000 to $7,000 for vehicles built on the same Toyota hybrid DNA. Under the hood sits the 2.5-liter hybrid system Toyota has used across millions of vehicles. It's paired with their eCVT system, one of the most proven hybrid setups on the road. No turbo stress, no multi-gear transmission complexity. These powertrains routinely pass 200,000 miles with basic maintenance. And ownership costs? This is where it quietly shines. Real-world fuel economy in the high 30s to low 40s miles per gallon. Regenerative braking extends brake life. Routine service stays simple. Over 5 to 7 years, that adds up to thousands saved. Insurance is often more reasonable than larger hybrids because replacement costs and theft risk stay lower. So why does it sit? Because it doesn't scream adventure. It doesn't scream status. It's refined, efficient, a little anonymous. Mechanics see that and think low drama. And low drama is exactly what you want when you're trying to own something for a decade without bleeding cash. But now, let's talk about the badge buyers chase and the repair bills they don't see coming. The Acura RDX is the luxury SUV mechanics buy. Instead of the one everyone posts on Instagram, people walk into dealerships dead set on a BMW X3. And yes, it feels premium until the warranty expires. A 2020 BMW X3 with 50 to 70,000 miles typically lists between $33,000 and $40,000. A comparable 2020 RDX, usually $22,000 to $26,000. That's an $11,000 to $14,000 difference before you've even paid sales tax. Here's where the badge tax gets expensive. The RDX drops roughly 45% in value over 5 years. That scares image buyers, but for used buyers, that's the sweet spot. You're picking up a vehicle that started around $40,000 for mid-20s money. Under the hood, you're getting Honda-based reliability in a sharper suit. The 2.0-liter turbo has proven durable. The 10-speed automatic matured with updates. Maintenance costs don't come with German luxury markups. Oil changes, brakes, suspension work. These are normal car prices, not prestige brand invoices. Out of warranty is where ownership reality hits. European luxury models can deliver expensive cooling system repairs, electronics issues, and turbo-related problems as miles climb. The RDX has a reputation for staying predictable, and predictability is what keeps long-term ownership costs under control. Lower purchase price also means lower monthly payments and less interest over the life of the loan. Same segment, similar performance, completely different financial outcome. But families chasing 3 rows make an even bigger mistake because they assume newer always means safer. The 2018 to 2022 Toyota Highlander Hybrid is one of the most dependable family SUVs built in the last decade, and it's sitting longer than it should. Most buyers either chase the newest redesign or jump toward full electric. That leaves these proven models quietly depreciating on lots. A 2019 Highlander Hybrid with 70 to 90,000 miles typically lists between $24,000 and $29,000. The newer body style, $34,000 to $40,000 with similar mileage. That's $8,000 to $12,000 for essentially the same reliability story. Underneath, you're getting Toyota's 3.5-liter hybrid system paired with their long-proven eCVT. No turbo stress, no experimental tech. These powertrains have stacked miles in fleets and family driveways alike, often passing 200,000 miles with routine maintenance. Fuel economy in the high 20s to low 30s miles per gallon for a 3-row SUV makes a difference over time. Regenerative braking stretches brake life. Service remains predictable. These don't show up for catastrophic failures. They show up for tires, fluids, and normal wear. They sit because buyers confuse newer styling with better engineering. But durability doesn't care about trendy headlights. And if you think old-school engineering doesn't win anymore, the last SUV on this list proves otherwise. The Lexus GX460 is getting skipped because it looks old, and that shallow judgment is costing buyers thousands. Many shoppers cross-shop it against the Land Rover Discovery. On paper, the Discovery looks modern and upscale. In the real world, the GX is the one that keeps running long after warranties fade into memory. A 2017 to 2019 460 with 80 to 100,000 miles commonly lists between $24,000 and $32,000. A comparable Discovery often lands between $32,000 and $42,000. That's an $8,000 to $12,000 gap in the same rugged luxury category. Under the hood sits a naturally aspirated V8 paired with a conventional automatic transmission. Body-on-frame construction, proper 4-wheel drive. No turbo stress, no fragile air suspension systems waiting to age badly. GX models are known to cross 250,000 to 300,000 miles with routine maintenance. Yes, fuel economy isn't stellar, but surprise 4-figure repair bills? Rare. The Discovery, by comparison, relies on more complex drivetrains and suspension systems that can become expensive once mileage climbs. The GX sticks to proven hardware, and that's exactly why it lasts. Insurance often stays reasonable because repairs are predictable. Parts are widely available. Ownership becomes boring in the best possible way. And boring reliability is the real luxury when you're paying for something long-term. 5 SUVs, 5 different personalities. 1 shared truth. The best buys aren't the ones everyone is chasing. They're the ones everyone is overlooking. The CX-9 proves depreciation can be your friend. The Venza shows how efficiency beats hype. The RDX exposes the badge tax. The Highlander Hybrid rewards proven engineering. The RAV4 outlasts trends entirely. Let someone else absorb the early depreciation. Let someone else pay for marketing. Because the real mistake isn't buying the wrong SUV. It's ignoring the right one sitting in plain sight, while it quietly waits to save you thousands.